Yo everybody, Robinson DUP. I've been following a bunch of videos this week, and as usual I'm going to be quick and to the point. There's been some debate going on about volume versus frequency and the style of training that's going to get you the most amount of gains. Well, guess what? As we've been telling you from day one, it's really a matter of what style of training you're more comfortable with. I started with the typical one body part a day where I have a chest day, back day, shoulder day, arm day, leg day, all those kind of great things. And I got great results for a long period of time. But as I started to get more and more experience and had more years underneath the bar, I started hitting a lot of plateaus and I couldn't really get any more gains and I was kind of stuck. So, as you know, I've been using what they call daily undulated periodization, DUP. And what that actually does is uses frequency. And I've been seeing this debate of no natty can train any body part more than twice a week. It's not possible. You can't recover fast enough. It just can't happen. Well, I'm sorry to burst your little bubble, and I'm going to be the first one to do it because nobody else out there seems to be saying anything. But, you know, guys like my coach, John Garofano, Mike Zordos, who is definitely one of the guys to ask about this type of programming, you can absolutely train the same body part more than twice a week as a natural. Yes, you can. Stop arguing with me and stop trying to find some Google article to disprove what I'm about to say and just listen. Here's the thing that you need to understand. You're not training chest 3 times a week till failure. This type of program or this method is utilizing a different structure. So you have your push-pull leg days, you have your bro splits, you have all this. But this particular program, one day you're using your hypertrophy workout, which is using a 1%, not 1%, or a percentage of your 1 rep max. And the assistance exercises are based off of using the RPE scale, the rate of perceived exertion. So you'll have your chest and your back one day with hypertrophy, you know, and your bench saying, let's being the compound movement being the percentage of your 1 rep max, and the others as ancillary exercises you're going to be using the RPE scale. Then you would move on to, let's say, those would be your Monday and Tuesday. So Monday would be like your upper body hypertrophy, Tuesday would be like your lower body hypertrophy, Wednesday would be an off day, and then Thursday you would come in and you would do a power day where you're doing a much higher percentage of your 1 rep max. So higher weight, low volume, maybe like 1 rep in a compound maneuver, for instance, your squats. And then on Saturday, you would do a strength day. Once again, for instance, I would do another squat day with other ancillary exercises. So I do squat again with a medium weight of my 1% reps for a rep range about 4 or 5 with these plus sets that I've been telling you guys about. Listen, at first it's going to feel like hell, but by forcing your body to adjust to this type of training, it creates what they call the RBE, the repeated bout effect. Your body adjusts. It takes about, let's say 7-8 days, maybe even 2 weeks for your body to finally kick in and realize what's going on to it because it feels like it's being attacked. It doesn't know how to respond. But by training your same body parts for 3 times a week, and I'm not saying necessarily the same exact exercise for those body parts, but you can, you use your compound maneuvers. So I use squat, dead, and flat bench. Those are the 3 that I use as my compounds during this. And then I have other exercises like hammer curls, regular bicep curls, tricep extensions, leg extensions, calf exercises, barbell rows, all different types of things that I'm throwing in during my planning. And this has to be all properly structured, mind you. That's where the frequency kicks in. That's where it benefits you. As a natural, we don't have the ability to keep protein synthesis going as long as somebody else on super supplements or steroids. So we need to force our body to stay anabolic as much as possible. You still need rest days, but at the same time, with this type of programming, after about 3 to 4 weeks, there's a scheduled taper or deload week in order to avoid overtraining, which all of you guys are claiming that you're going to get overtrained, you're going to shoot out your central nervous system, and you're going to avoid injury. With any training program, there should always be a taper or deload program in there anyway, because you will eventually overtax your body and you will plateau and most likely suffer an injury. So, in the debate of volume versus frequency, either one could work. But I think frequency, especially for a natural, if programmed correctly, by far will get you better results and get you there faster. Now, as a beginner, I wouldn't suggest automatically going for something like DUP, daily undulated periodization, because that is meant for a much more advanced lifter. But I see nothing wrong with using something like a push-pull legs and or doing a full body workout 3 to 4 times a week if programmed correctly and scheduling tapers. All right, guys, feel free to argue below, but I'm the one who's living this every day as well as many of the other naturals out there, and we're all telling you frequency does work, so there is something to this. I'll talk to you soon.